Hello everybody, Backyard Bullion here, and a very warm welcome to you all joining me for another auction update video where we showcase and highlight some of the most exciting and cool coin auctions coming up in the near future. And we have a very exciting auction to tell you about from Sovereign Rarities, who are sponsoring today's video. So a huge thank you to them for their sponsorship of our channel. They have an auction next week on the 23rd of September, and there are some absolutely incredible pieces in this auction, ranging anywhere from 50 to 125,000. We're going to have a quick scan through. I'm not going to be able to show all of these. There are 500 lots, but we're going to have a scan through some of the highlights, some of the things that I think are a little bit interesting. Now, if you're interested in bidding on this auction, live bidding starts at 10 a.m. on Tuesday the 23rd. However, you can, of course, register for bidding before that and put some bids in. And there are a few items that I'm bidding on in this, which I'm not going to tell you about because I want to win them. They are some very nice pieces indeed. So if you're interested in any of the items that you're seeing in this auction, then I would suggest you go and check out the links in the description box below, and don't dilly-dally because you'll have to register to bid, fill out some information and get approved to bid. So make sure you get that done well before the auction starts on Tuesday the 23rd. So a lot of very cool things in this. I mean, we've gone from high to low here, the highlight being this absolutely incredible 1935 gold-proof Jubilee crown. This is an incredible, I call it the rocking horse crown, and to have it in gold proof, PF64 as well. Wow, what a coin. And of course the estimate here is 90 to 125,000. It's got a current bid of 90,000, so it is a pretty special piece for sure. Absolutely stunning. So that's, of course, the top end of the auction. We do have, of course, things at the lower end, and you can order things by estimate, low to high. There are plenty of different old coins, silver coins, of course, from various different collectible eras. What you will notice in this auction is that the vast majority of items in here will be numismatic examples of these kind of coins. They will not be your run-of-the-mill bullion items. I'm sure there might be a few bullion sovereigns and things like that in this auction, but generally speaking, most of the items that you'll be seeing here are pretty specialist items. There are some absolutely amazing pieces there. And if we just quickly go back to the high to low ordering, I do just want to take a second to have a quick look at the Great Engravers proof that is here, the 2-ounce gold proof PF70. Current bid £44,000. The estimate £28,000 to £32,000. That's been smashed out the water straight away. And I will also add that there are buyer's fees on this auction as well. So 20% premium plus VAT where applicable, of course. If you're a business buying, then you wouldn't pay that VAT, but 20% buyer's premium is not to be underestimated. So if you are going to be bidding, do factor that into what the price will be that you'll end up paying. For example, if this item ends at £44,000, then the buyer's fee will be 44,000 times 1.2, which is going to be £8,800, but then VAT will be applicable on that figure if you are a private person, you're not VAT registered, for example. So the whole buyer's fees on top of that will be actually £10,560. When you add that to the £44,000 bid, the total price paid is £54,560. So we can see that even though these hard times are with us and cost of living and people are having a spending crisis, and places like the Royal Mint are saying collector fatigue is playing a part in their financial situation at the moment, you can see when the Royal Mint gets it right, when you get these kind of coins come out there, the bidders will come out, the collectors will come out, and £55,000 spent on a coin like this is absolutely incredible. So very, very good to see. I still am kicking myself every single day I see a price point for one of these because I did not buy them when they came out from the Royal Mint. They were on sale for a couple of weeks and nobody bought them. But hey, you live and learn, and hindsight is a wonderful thing. So as we go from high to low, you can see there's a whole host of different things here, and it's going to be impossible for me to showcase everything. So what I'm going to do here, Sovereign, there we go. I'm going to just do a quick search for sovereigns because I am a big fan of sovereigns and I want to buy sovereigns for my date run. And there are quite a lot of very cool sovereigns here. Another cool one that I want to just highlight here is the very, very rare 1908 Canadian Mint sovereign. It's got a minute mintage, and these are sought after. Calendar year mintage 636. Like, how there are any of these still in existence in this world, I don't know. That's a pretty cool piece. Not going to be for me though. I'm certainly not going to be bidding on that one. It's well outside of my price points. Here's another really good one, and I do have this set in my collection. This is the, I don't have it in PF70 yet. I haven't had it graded, but this is another really exciting one that came out. I think this is a timeless classic, this design. So a really, really cool design, and of course the 5-coin set going to be exceptionally popular. There's lots of other 5-coin sets as well. The 2002 is always a good one. The 2012 is always a good one as well. In terms of historic old sovereigns, there are some in this. As you can see, there's 10 pages worth of these coins. If we just maybe put more items per page, we can scan down a bit further. There are some older sovereigns. There's some 1887 specials with different like hooked J, close JEB, dish L1 varieties. Lots of different varieties of these sovereigns, which are incredibly collectible. And it just really speaks home to why these kind of coins are quite so collectible. An MS62 1820 sovereign there, current bid £2,000. So you can really see the sovereigns are the major collectible item. There are some absolutely incredible pieces here in this collection. 1989, oh, fantastic. Really cool pieces. Now, I'm not going to be showing you every single coin in this, but what I do want to do is just, if I jump back to, if we just, I think we have to go to the home page first, maybe if we go back here like so. Yeah, we go back in. We're at lot number 1. There are not just coins, there are also medallions in here as well. And these just are, you don't get this kind of thing anymore in this country. You just don't get modern classics like this a lot of the time. And it is a little bit of a shame that we seem to be going more along the sort of brand deal coins with their Monopoly stuff and stuff. But that's maybe a video for another time. The timeless classics will be sought after. And you can see here a lot of incredible sovereigns. Now let's just go forward a little bit in the lots, and we can see some more silver stuff coming out. So silver crowns coming out here, some really high quality silver crowns. And as I said earlier, wow, these are pretty good, aren't they? Look at that. As I've said earlier, oh my goodness, look at the detail on that. Absolutely perfect. You can really see why these are numismatic examples and not just your run-of-the-mill coins that you might find out there in this world. Really high quality photos. I will give Sovereign Rarity some extra brownie points for this. I mean, as you would expect when you're doing this kind of an auction, there has to be some really good accountability when it comes to photographs of coins. Stunning. So this auction, 2 crowns, current bid £160, plus of course the hammer fees. Really, really good coins. Something for everybody if you're a collector. Now, if you're just a run-of-the-mill stacker, there might well be some deals in here. 500 lots of coins. It's worth scanning through to see if there are any that might take your fancy. Look at these. These are things that I will never see in my day as a stacker. Very much in the niche of a collectible. Building legacy, building coins for that long-term historical conservation almost, and custodianship of the history of these coins. That's what I like to think about in terms of some of the collecting direction that I'm going at the moment. So I think you'll agree there is something for everybody in this auction, and I would highly recommend that you go and check out Sovereign Rarity's auction. There's a link in the description box below. I just want to go back and have another quick look at this absolutely stunning crown, because this is pretty special, isn't it? Really is quite amazing. I didn't even know before doing the research for this video that it actually existed, and yet here it is. It's so cool. Presumably this is 22 karat gold. Mintage thought to be as high as 28, with only 25 gold examples confirmed release for sale to the public, chosen by a process of ballot and priced at £50 each. Wow, that shows the value of investments over time. Gosh, £50. If you bought that for £50 back in 1935, you'd be quids in right now. Wow, absolutely incredible. Piece of history, 100% piece of history, and no doubt just an incredible piece. Weight 47.7 grams. I'm pretty sure it must be 22 karat gold. I can't see, it must be in here, I'm just missing it somewhere, but absolutely incredible. So well worth a look. And I think for the cool kids, for you guys who watched the end of my videos, you need no other thing but to say the 1935 crown as the crowning glory of this Sovereign Rarities auction. I'd just like to take a moment to say thank you again to Sovereign Rarities for reaching out and sponsoring our channel. It's always a pleasure to work with them. We've done some videos for them in the past, highlighting some of the incredible auctions, and I know they like to read the feedback and comments that you guys have down in the comment section, so please feel free to bid on the auction, but also comment down below. And what I would say as well is, even if you're not in this sphere of influence of bidding on these types of coins, what these auctions are really good for, and why it's well worth registering with Sovereign Rarities and having a look, is you get a really good barometer of where the market is for collectibles right now. And you know, when we hear things saying that there is collector fatigue out there, where there are still people who are bidding £90,000 plus hammer fees on these kind of products, and 44,000 on these kind of products from the raw mint. The collectors' fatigue isn't necessarily there. The collectors are there for the right kind of products, and if the right kind of products exist in this market, then they will go and they will sell incredibly well. So I think there is an interesting time ahead for these kind of products. So really very cool, and a huge thank you to Sovereign Rarities once again. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you on the next video. And as always, please make sure that you like, share, comment and subscribe for more.